Gentlemen, welcome back to my review of this week's episode of My Hero Academia, boys. Canon material. Oh, yeah. See, that's what we love about Horikoshi. Man gives you that good shit. Oh man, is it good to be back? I know I said this all last time, but last week was filler. This is real. This is canon material. This is all starting with Overhaul and everything, man. And my god, this episode was fucking amazing, man. I fucking loved this episode. Hero Walk has already started off strong, man. Like, I was actually low-key kind of worried, like, would Hero Walk be able to top Vinland Saga as anime of the year? Because that's what I have as anime of the year right now, is Vinland Saga, with probably Attack on Titan, like, right below it. With this episode, I think by the end of the 12-month period, by the 3-month period, like once January starts running, Hero Walker will take that spot. Now, I know a lot of you guys will probably think Demon Slayer is the best anime of the year, which I can definitely see. I haven't finished Demon Slayer yet. I haven't gotten the I'm still need to catch on that. I'm not doing it this weekend or this week because I got midterms this week. So, and also, guys, so because of that, my SAO review for this week will be delayed. So you guys will not. So I won't be watching the episode or reviewing it till tomorrow because I got some homework I need to really finish up today. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the delay on that, but hey, I'm gonna get Hero Walker for you guys because this is my bread and butter, and I love Hero Walker. And there's no better way to start up your mornings on Saturday morning than to watch Hero Walker, man. There's no better way. Anyway. So yeah, man, this episode was amazing. I love the dub voice for Overhaul. We'll talk more about him when we get there. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's just jump right in, ladies and gentlemen. So after the usual recap, Izuku mentions after he want to visualize that the quirk studies are coming up, and that he wants to do these become stronger. So calls him Gran Torino. He's like, and Gran is like, huh? Quirk study? He's like, yeah. I was wondering if you're gonna pick up anybody for that, Gran Torino. Wait, who is this again? And then he says, wait, who is it again? And then Izuku tells him if he was gonna pick up anybody for the quirk study. He's like, sorry kid, I'm busy doing some other stuff, so I can't help you there. He's like, and he's like, wait, I know you. You're that useless successor that failed the sports festival. Absolutely buried. Man, calm down, Grancher. Seriously, somebody get a fire extinguisher to put it out. Izuku, man's on fire. That's Rose. I mean, goddamn, someone need to call the fire department to fix that one. Anyway, Izuku's face like that. It's funny, hilarious. Anyway. So then he tells him, there's a bunch of other ones that he can go to, and that since All Might, is All Might, he can help him out. He got connections. He got the connections, ladies and gentlemen. So he can help out Izuku, no problem to get one. And he also mentioned that, that one of them that first comes to mind was indeed Night Eye, who is Izuku, or not Izuku, All Might's former sidekick. So then we get the OP, and I'm sorry, guys. Oh my, I'm sorry, but man, they just grow up so fast, man. Man, I remember when Izuku was just a giant crybaby that was always scared shitless of everything and constantly cried like 3 times in the ED. Oh man, how damn much she's grown, man. Anyway, it's alright, just had to throw that in there, man. But anyway, so then, of course, you get the usual people, but then we see Nichire, who caused quite the stir last week for being, how would you say, voluptuous. This is all I have to say on the matter.
How dare you! How dare you! Disgusting! Disgusting!
Yeah, man, like this fucking community, like, oh my god, yo, they made your chest bigger. Jesus Christ, this fucking community fucking sickens me sometimes. Ugh. Anyway, let's get back to the episode. So you got Overhaul and Twice, they're walking over to Shigaraki's new base of operation. I gotta say, I fucking love Overhaul's voice. In the dub, he is voiced by Kellen Joff, I believe that's his name. And when you see pictures of him, at least the first one, because the dude looks like a typical nerd, honestly, with his glasses. But you see the first picture of him on Google, you're not surprised he's the voice of Overhaul. It's weird, man. But anyway, I love the man's voice. After I finished watching the episode, I went to follow him on Twitter because I love the man's voice. It's not like DC Douglas as Yoshikage Kira good, like that. Like Kira's voice, DC Douglas's voice as Kira. I was like, That is ASMR I legit could get down with, you know. But this is right here is great stuff. And like Hero Walker, man, Hero Walker's had some of the has always had amazing villains. Now Shigaraki, you know, he's really cool. I really dig Shigaraki, but I wouldn't. But he's not exactly lighting the world on fire. Then we had One For All. One For All, I would say, is without a doubt the eyes in a My Hero Academia, man. I fucking love One For All. He was so fucking awesome, man. That whole his voice, man, his theme, it was all fucking perfection. Then we had the Hero Killer Stain. Fucking love it. If I was to compare these guys to other villains, I would say I already said One For All is like Aizen. The Hero Killer Stain is like Zamasu. No. Well, yeah, Zamasu or Zabuza. Zabuza or Zamasu. And Overhaul is Yoshikage Kira. That's high praise, you know. So yeah, I just fucking love Overhaul, man. I can't wait to see more of him. So yeah. Anyway, so back to the episode. Overhaul and Twicer, like I mentioned before, they're walking over to Shigaraki's base. Overhaul mentions like, this place smells like dust. It's hard to breathe. Yeah, we'll join the club. So they get over there. We see Shigaraki and the rest of the guys. They're chilling. I swear, does Shigaraki have more hands than last time? Because I swear to God, the man has more hands than he did last time. Anyway. So he gets in there. He's like, "Son, this is the League of Villains." And Toga, and they also mentioned that Overhaul is indeed Yakuza, which will explain the way he dressed and why he and Erina, because that's some fucked up shit, man. Where you kidnapped a little kid when she was like, I don't know. Erina looked like she was 5 from the ED when I'm assuming she got kidnapped, and what she looks like now, I would say she's about 12. So yeah, I'm not surprised he's Yakuza, you know. But see, man, Erina, man, that's gonna be fucking. I mentioned before, I know some of the stuff. I know jack shit when it comes to Erina, other than one thing with Izuku. Man, I don't think I'm ready for her. That looks like that's gonna be some fucking emotional shit, man. We'll probably send SJWs into a fucking frenzy. Let us all pray for Horikoshi, man. Anyway. So Togata, she asks, like, you know, why is this guy so special? You know, he's just a villain like all of us. What's the whole big deal? The magician dude, I forget his name, honestly, sorry. He mentions that how back in the day there were a lot of gangs that used to run the criminal underworld, but once heroes started to come in, that didn't end up lasting very long. And of course, once All Might came in, game over, man, game over. And so any Yakuza that didn't get caught ended up becoming rent-a-thugs. And as he said, they are honestly obsolete. They're an endangered species now. Endangered species, huh? Oh, you're right. Seriously, I mean, I love Overhaul's voice. Somebody's actually pretty good too, but man, his dub voice is way better. If you ask me, man. That that voice, man. Anyway, enough of me gushing about his fucking voice. So he's like, and they also ask. Oh, the one thing they also ask, like, yo, why is he here? Is he like excited that All Might's retirement? It's retired. He said, yeah, well, there's that, but I'm more interested in All For One, the guy that led from the shadows, the big bad who led from the shadows. You know, he was a pretty big deal. Even after all the old timers feared him, even after his supposed death. All us people around my age thought he was an urban legend. So you can imagine the shock when we saw him. He ended up going down, and All Might retired. So both the light and the dark are leaderless. So I want to know, who's next in line? Shigaraki walks up and is like, you know who my master is, and yet you still have the gall to ask that. It's me. You? Do you even have a plan? Watch your tongue and your tone. Well, you had some of the best. You had some of the best people on your team, and yet you still lost. Stain, Muscular, and Fish. All game changer, all game faces. Yet you still lost them. I guess you weren't built for the game, huh? When I come here is to lead. Yeah, but what I need is money, man. Like, I swear, I love fucking Overhaul's voice now. I can't get enough of it. And the dialogue here was just absolutely great. Like, alone right here, twice it's like constantly like looking back, like, oh shit. It's like he knows there's about to be like a fight is about to break out between these two, man. It's great. Anyway, he continues. But no one wants to invest in some street-level obsolete Yakuza street thug. That's why I need you. With your reach, we could make something great. Make me your leader, and I could show you the tools for success. And then it just comes dead silent after that for a second. Leave. So then the dude with the super high-pitched voice that I swear is gay. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, someone's gonna shit on me for that one. Anyway, he grabs this he grabs out that giant magnet thing he has, takes off the cloth of it, and then he's like, and then the dude charges towards him, and the dude says, and then he says, I met with an old friend yesterday. We see the picture, it appears on the screen, he says, she was a gentle soul. I am looking at the picture like, fam, have you gone blind? I already know people are going to call me transphobic for this, which I'm not. I can see it, I can smell it, I can sense it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, fam, that is not a woman, that is a man in a dress. That is not a woman. Like legit, he's like, see, that is a big, strong, muscular man. Like literally, it's a big, muscular dude in a dress with like pigtails. I'm just like, I mean, I got no problems if that's what you're into, man. That's what you want to do, then you do you. Whatever floats your boat, whatever's your strokes for different folks, whatever, man. Whatever you do, whatever, that's your prerogative. But I'm sorry, that is not a woman. And watch, I can already see people are probably gonna be like, I ain't gonna be calling Hero Walker transphobic for this, or B, they're gonna be praising it as a second coming for like, oh my god, Hero Walker has brought in trans characters. Oh, Horikoshi is a god! Even after they've been doing nothing but shitting on him and like threatening him and just hating on Horikoshi for this, that, and the other. Like what happened with Uraraka a few weeks back. They were like, oh, Uraraka is breaking down barriers! I'm like, fam, like, look, guys, you know me. I fucking love Uraraka. She's one of my favorite anime female characters of all time. I fucking love that woman. But she ain't breaking any barriers. I'm sorry. Bleach did this first over like 10 years ago and did it better, if you ask me, with Rukia. I mean, I like Uraraka over Rukia, and I like Orihime is best girl Bleach, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't go so far as she's like on Rukia's level. And it's mostly due to the fact she just hasn't had as much screen time as Rukia. Like, Rukia was like a big stay in those first two arcs, Uraraka hasn't had nearly as much screen time as Rukia, which is why I say Rukia, honestly, and Bleach as a whole did this way better, But no one brings that up, like, because literally, Steins Gate and Tokyo Ghoul have brought in trans characters way before, like, Steins Gate predates this shit by like 10 years, And then there's and then we all know of it, and then there's Mutsuki in TG Re. Anyway. Little side rant over, whatever. So, he says, that she supports me, and all that other shit. And then we get, like, she says, like, I don't have the courage like you to break, like, what was it? Like, I think she said something like, or he said something like, I don't have the courage to break through barriers or whatever, like you do, or like break through fate. I don't remember the exact word. I was too distracted by the fact there was a giant muscular man in a dress to really pay attention to what he was saying. Or she, excuse me. Excuse me! I'm sorry, I misgendered her! I'm sorry, please do not listen in the comments! I'm sorry! But anyway, he comes charging towards him, I'm assuming from the stick, not muscular. Overhaul comes rushing towards him via the magnet. He puts his head against it, and by this point, Overhaul took off one of his gloves, and he touches him. His core works similar to Shigaraki's. And then we see like these huge bubbles appear around his skin, and then he fucking explodes. And I gotta say, I am shocked by that there wasn't really much or any censorship here, because I don't know if this was a lot bloodier in the manga. Any of you guys watch this video who are manga readers, tell me down below if this was censored at all, or if or not. Because we see him explode, it goes to white for a bit, and then we see the blood just kind of rain down, reds everywhere. We see it, and it's like whole from the midsection up, like right below, like right above his waist up, the dude explodes, and they don't censor it. You still see the body. You see the body explode. There's no censorship here. Nothing gets covered. Which I was shocked with, especially with how early of a time slot Hiroaki, which is probably maybe that's why they're able to do this. But anyway, which that's not because something like that, I would be surprised that they got like hella censored, but it didn't. Surprised, or maybe it did. I don't know. Like I mentioned, for any of you guys who are manga readers, tell me down below if this got censored at all. We see him explode, and then what's his name? You know, the mission Jishinju comes charging toward, and Shigaraki's like, wait. He's like, no, this guy has to pay for what he has done. Oh wait, no, never mind. Right before that, then we like I mentioned before, it starts raining blood from like the whole explosion. He's like, and so he starts like wiping his like jacket down. He's like, ugh, I hate. Now I'm filthy. This is why I hate the aftermath. Which I'm curious of the way he said that. I wonder if that's like what the attack's called, like it's called the aftermath, or that's just, or it really means like the aftermath, like right after the blood, But whatever the case may be, he comes charging towards him. We see this like bullet kind of hit him, and then he puts his like hands on him to like put him in like one of like those little balls he always has, but it doesn't work. He's like, what the? Why doesn't my quirk work? And then next thing we know, there's like some bubbles that appear, like I think it was on his hand or it might have been Overhaul's, and then we see the dude's hand literally explode. So already, I love how Horikoshi did this, man. He's already built Overhaul up as someone you do not want to fuck with. I love it, because he did the same thing with One for All, with how he was with Izuku, where everyone was like literally just scared shitless, and they were like, and they were just petrified, man. I loved it, and its theme, man, One for All's theme just made Overhaul that much cooler. Or One for All, excuse me, an Overhaul. We haven't really got. I don't think we got on a good list. Listen to his theme, but from over here, I definitely liked it. So anyway, and this is actually intel from there. The dude's hand explodes. Twice is holding him, and then at this point, moment's right here. This is very important for Shigaraki. Then some of the other guys want to try and get involved, like Togata wants to get in there, and you'll start cutting them. He says, "Wait, stop." Now this is very important for Shigaraki, and I like how this was done. This really shows the development Shigaraki has done since season 1. Because if this was Shigaraki from the past, like Shigaraki from like season 1, season 2, he would have blindly rushed in there to get his revenge. Because we know how he's pretty much just realistically he is a little kid. Honestly, he's like a little kid. But here we have seen him throughout season 3. We have seen him slowly mature, as we see right here. He doesn't. And we also saw the same thing with what happened when Bakugo, like one of it, like the hand that was on Shigaraki's face when Bakugo got kidnapped, goes kind of like thrown off his face. No, Shigaraki didn't go crazy. He didn't try and attack him. He just stood there, picked it up, and put it back on. Here he tells the rest of his guys to stay down because he knows that they can't win this fight, and the fact that he's also matured a lot more since the last episode, which I really done that. I thought that was a really cool, nice little touch that I had to bring up. So anyway, after that. Then we kind of just have like a little bit of a standstill, a little bit of a standoff. And we see a bunch of other Overhaul's guys are all wearing bird masks, which I gotta say, I love the design of these bird masks. Yeah, man, they all look great. And he's like, yeah, good. And then like there's this small guy on top of this big guy he has like one like those like one of those fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit! It's one of those plague masks, the doctors had like back in like the Renaissance era. If you've played the Ezio trilogy, you know what I'm talking about. They like have one of those masks. He's like smart move, facepalm man, So, and then he tells them, that so I lost on both sides. Huh? Well, it ain't productive for both of us to kill each other. Why don't we all take a moment and calm down? And so from here, he pretty much turns his back and just throws Shigaraki his card and tells him, once you calm down, call me, and we can discuss business. Let me cut. Come on, Tomura, let me cut them. Another time. Shie Isekai, you will pay. And this is pretty much the end of like the one. This is pretty much the last time we see the villains for the episode. Which, oh my god, Overhaul has made quite the impression. I mean, Horikoshi, man, this man knows how to introduce fucking villains. Overhaul, Stain had a great introduction, both the anime and the manga. All for One also had an amazing introduction, but yeah, Overhaul, man, my man, this man, from this one introduction, this man is powerful, this man is Yakuza, so these motherfuckers are savage, and he's not to be fucked with that quirk of his, which I'm pretty sure is bird-ish, like bird-type-ish from some of the pictures I've seen that are like trailers and such. I'm pretty sure it's like a bird-ish type quirk, and also because of the mask. I could be wrong on that one, so I am already sold on Overhaul, man. He's already become my favorite villain in Hero Aka. Well, maybe not that far. One for All was still pretty epic, man. So I would say they're probably either tied at 1, or I would put Overhaul at like a close second. So yeah, man. And then, well, from here, this is when we just focus on the Izuku and the guys. And this part of the episode was also amazing, but my god, that first, like, what, 10 minutes of the episode, that was probably, I would probably say that was probably the best part of the episode, man. My man, like, Horikoshi, I'll say it again, this man knows how to introduce fucking villains, man. So anyway, let's go into the rest of the episode. So we're at UA, we get everyone, they're talking over, and then Aizawa tells them that, about the core work studies, and he says that they talked it over with the staff and the faculty meeting, and he says that it should be canceled. Everyone's like, what? Nani? And Kaminari's like, oh, come on, man, we already heard about it, we gotta do it. And then Denki, Kaminari, or Kirishima, then Kaminari. For some reason, Kaminari is holding a Ojiro's tail. Literally don't know why that is. But whatever the case may be, he's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. After we got moved to the dorm, I see why we did that. And then Bakugo stands up from his seat and starts laughing. Which, it looks like the anime has gone all in with the comic things. By that I mean, putting the sound effects in on the actual episodes, like JoJo. Because if you guys know, from like pretty much everything that isn't the anime in Hero Walker, they do that. They do in the video games. You see how all over the Blu-rays and stuff, but it's never actually been in the anime itself. Now it is, and it seems, which I'm actually down for that. I think it looks cool. I love it in JoJo, so I think it'll work great for, especially something like Hero Walker that is very superhero centric. So I think that could work. So I think it's gonna work. But anyway. So, Bakugo's laughing, but they eventually decided that, that they're going to keep him up anyway, but they're going to significantly limit the agency. So you have to go with an agency with a good rep, and if not, you won't be able to participate. So at this point, then Bakugo starts getting pissy, because he's like, because remember, Bakugo's kind of like behind a bit because of the test, about the hero licensing, which we'll talk more about that test in Bakugo a little later, because there was some hilarious shit that happened with him and Todoroki around around the later part of the episode. So anyway, Izuku goes over to All Might and he asks to introduce him to Sir Night-Eye. All Might says, like, you want me to introduce you to Sir Night-Eye? And he's like, yes. He bows and does the whole 9 yards. He says, I refuse. And then you see the text, I refuse, obviously written in Japanese. And then he's like, but he's not doing it to punish him, mind you. He's not doing this to punish him. He did it for 3 reasons. 1, he was one of the people that opposed doing the quirk studies because he thinks it's unnecessary for you for first years to be doing this. Then we kind of move over to the side, sound effect and all. And then you see, Midnight as well as 13. 13 says, I agree, while Midnight says, I think we should do it, just let him, for any hungry students that want to do it. And then 2, he also talks about how he needs to master a shoot style. We head over to Ectoplasm and Cementos. I gotta say, I fucking love that name, Cementos. Sounds badass. And I could not even understand what the hell Ectoplasm said, but Cementos said, yeah, there's still a lot of room for improvement for Izuku. And 3rd, Sir Night-Eye. I just don't want to talk to the guy. And then and then President Mike comes out of nowhere and says, personal feelings get in the way, emo my. And then, okay, this dude legitimately says, okay, now, obviously there's translational differences, but when he says that, you see on the text, it appears, the words Shinjo-yo or Shinjo-yu appear that twice. And when I say emo my. Can someone explain what the hell any of that means? Like, is this some Japanese slang that I am unfamiliar with? What the hell does any of this mean? Because I was like listening, watching this episode, and I was like, what the hell are you saying, President Mike? Can you speak English? I have no idea what the hell. I don't know if this is some Japanese slang that I'm unaware of, or what. But I don't know what the hell he meant. So if you guys know what the hell he was talking about, what he was saying when he said emo my, please tell me in the comments. Anyway. So after that, he keeps telling him that, I want to do this. He wants to do it because, he needs to get stronger. And that, since because of how similar quirks are, Sir Night-Eye would be able to help him the most because, of course, he was All Might's sidekick. All Might's like, is Izuku this impatient to succeed me? And he's like, probably not, but he says, I appreciate your passion, but he won't introduce him. Emphasis on I. So at this point, after he says that, we head over to the big three. We have shit, I forget their names already. Shit, we got Nijire, what was the other guy's name? Damn it, my name. Okay, we'll just call him Small Mike for right now till I fucking remember his name. And of course, not Sasuke. So the little PA, I don't know what the hell they call it. The thing tells them that they want him over. Over to meet to meet All Might. Jeez, I can't think. Okay, Minaro. He tells them that they want Minaro over in All Might's office to talk to him. So Minaro goes over there. He's there with Izuku and All Might. All Might tells him that he wants that Minaro has been going to Sir Night-Eye's agency, so he can introduce him to Sir Night-Eye instead of All Might. So after that, this part of the episode was also really good. So once Togata gets in, he's like, I am here! Sorry, I always want to do that. And I'm just like, can we make Togata an MC? Can we make him a main character of Hero Walker from now on, please? I love this guy. I want more of him. We need more of Togata. Keep him around, I hope he does. I'm sure it's gonna be like a decent support character, but I hope this man legit stays as a Bane scene. We're almost always seeing him. He doesn't just go to the background, or he comes back once in a while. Because I love this kid, man. his personality and his vibe is infectious. I love him. He's already great. I've mentioned before, but I fucking love his costume, man. 1 million, that has to be one of the best designed costumes I've ever seen, man. Anyway, so he gets there. All Might asks him, if he could ask, Midoriya, if he could take Midoriya in there for an introduction with Sir Night-Eye. He's like, well, yeah, sure. That's a tough. And he asks him do you think he's worthy? Do you think he could, join the agency? He's like, well, that's a toughie. And he asks Izuku, what kind of hero you want to be? And he starts off by answering the same question, by answering the same way we know Izuku has. He said with a flashback of you think I could be a hero too? That part. He's like, I want to save people with a smile. But then he stops, gathers his thoughts for a moment, and he says, and I believe he said sometimes. I think it was right here. He said sometimes it's easier to gather your. No. He thinks about it for a second. He then gets a flashback back to what happened with his mom back in season 2, right after this was in the last episode of season 2. When Shigaraki was after Shigaraki kind of held him hostage for a bit in that mall, and after they got out of the police station, Izuku's mom is cried. He's like, Izuku, I can't take this anymore. That stuff. He says, I want to become strong so that nobody else, so that I don't worry people. This is when he plays the flash. This is also when the flashback from his mom plays. Then we got Bakugo from the end of season 3 when he was facing off against Izuku in that amazing fight. I want to always win. I want to always save people. This is when and I gotta say, I gotta give props to the director, because when South Park wants to always win, they play Bakugo. When he wants to save all the people, they play Kota from the beginning of season 3. Man, I love it. And this whole episode was shot beautifully right here. The editing here was great, and there was also this one part right here that I'll talk about in a second, where he said that the more he has been a hero, the more he's been through some intensive moments, and the more he's been through these, he realized how tough it's going to be to become. And he also says he wants to become the greatest. Got that? He says all that. And then he says sometimes it's easier to organize your thoughts out loud, and that he knows how long that he's been through some intense stuff, so he knows it's going to be how much that's going to be extremely difficult for him to become the hero he wants to be. So that's why he has to get stronger. And when he says that, I love this right here. They pan down and show us Izuku's arm. I believe it's right arm. The one that has all the scars and everything. They show us that, which I thought that was beautiful. That was excellent job. Which, man, and then you just see all the scars he has from all his other times where he's overused his body, he's overused One for All, and we know that he pretty much just can't use his arm anymore, at least without repair. I gotta say, the one thing that's around his shoulder that's covered by that shoulder pad he's always wearing nowadays, I swear to God, that looks like exposed flesh. I was like, Izuku, you might want to pull your shoulder pad a little bit down, man. Your elbow pad, excuse me. I love that the way it was shot there, man. That was great, man. I thought that was beautiful. So anyway, Izuku gets over there. So Izuku, then the guy just sits there for a bit. Togata says, fuck, All right, man. You know, I'd say he's good, man. And he says that he already thinks that Mr. Sir Knight would already take a liking to him. And so he's like, all right, yeah. He's gonna start celebrating. He's like, hold on, man, hold on. You know, don't get excited just yet. He's like, yeah, of course. And then we get this flashback from All Might where he talks about how he wanted to. How he wanted to, you know, that was the flashback where he was thinking about, like, you know, who should be the next to inherit One for All. This was before he went to follow Izuku, obviously. And they, of course, was Togata. You know, he said, you know, that he's always smiling, and that, you know, that he's always smiling and everything, and that, like, you know, and Principal Ned's like, don't you think this agrees with your philosophies? And, you know, he says, if I didn't find Izuku when I did, cut. It just cuts to black, and then we go to right here to run the episode. So here you got Mineta and Kaminari with Tokoyami and Kirishima. They're just Kaminari and Mineta are just sitting there brushing their teeth while they're talking to the other two. So they just chat, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, man, this is a weekend, we'll take a day off. And then Izuku comes sprinting down with like legit is using One for All 2. The dude legit looks like the fucking Flash right here. He's like, hi, morning! And just runs right past everyone. They're like, what's wrong with him? Hey, we're having a study session with Yajirozu. Wanna come? And he's like, sorry man, I'm busy. And then Kaminari, and then Mineta says, nah, I'm gonna use websites. These websites, Minna, they would happen to end with hub, do they? Huh? Perverted motherfucker. Anyway, so Izuku's right down there. We just see him running. This was hilarious, man. Anyway, then we see... This is probably one of my favorite parts of the episode here. Bakugo and Todoroki. So Todoroki and Bakugo, they're walking down. I don't know where they're going to. I need to take it to go to retake the exams, but either way, Todoroki's like, you should be lucky. You should be thanking the teachers that you were caught fighting with Bakugo, when you were caught fighting with Izuku, and yet they're still having you retake the exam. It's like, oh, shut up! Oh my god, man, Bakugo, man, he's like so crazy. And then this man just goes on like, oh, shut up, will ya? Don't look behind me, you idiot! I don't even remember half the rant because I was too busy laughing, but man, I swear, clip and chat, but man, that man is a fucking legend. He is a fucking legend. Absolute legend, man. I love him as Bakugo. He's great. He's great also as Kaba and the guy in Black Clover, but man, Bakugo is peak. Perfect Champa right there. That is him at his fucking peak. Anyway, so yeah, man, that was epic, man. Shut up, you idiot, and walk behind me! I don't know why he wants to walk behind him, or whatever. So, they get over to his agency. Izuku and Togata are there. Izuku's worried, he's nervous, like, you know. And then Togata tells him that if he wants to be acknowledged by Sir Night-Eye, he has to make him laugh, because apparently he very much values comedy, yet he's such a serious guy. It's kind of like irony. And Izuku mentions how his stare, that his gaze alone makes him shiver, you know, every time he sees him on TV. So they walk up the stairs. He tells that dude, you need to make him laugh. You need to make him laugh. You know, I can only introduce you. You gotta make him laugh and have him acknowledge you. So he tells them, you know, that right there behind that door is where he is. You know, just walk in. We then head over. We got Bubble Girl, which I mentioned before, but I'll say it again. She is voiced by Cara Edwards, aka Videl, in the English dub. I mentioned this before, but I love her design and I love Videl. So she's instantly second best girl by default. Uraraka, you're starting to get some stiff competition around here. So. Yeah, I can't wait to see more Bubble Girl because you guys know I love Videl. Which, man, I was laughing a lot more here than I probably should have, which we will discuss in a second. But Izuku gets, she's discussing, she's you know, telling her about this report. Very much jealous the aftermath of what happened between Shigaraki as well as Overhaul. You know, there was blood that was mopped off the floor, yada yada yada. And then he says, "That's enough. You know that there is no society without emphasis on laughter and energy." And while he's saying this, he is slowly walking towards her. She is slowly walking back, being like, sir, the report is long, and I just didn't want to mess up. I, by this point, am laughing my fucking ass off because, you know, Cara Edwards was involved in the Vic Mignogna case. You know. So, like, legit, aside the zero had me laugh my ass off because There's this one character, I forget her name. She's voiced by Monica Rial, and she says, you know, I should report you for sexual harassment, and then I should sue you for defamation. Never, man, that show does not age well. Oh man, but in all seriousness, you know, that had me laughing, and then and she's like, no, please. Which, man, I could just imagine the look of Kara's face when she had to record this. But anyway, Izuku opens the door, and then we see the bubble girl is hooked up to this machine. This is a fucking like dungeon shit. She hooked up, and she has like these two like fuzzy things on each side of her, on like her hips, going up and down. That's tickling her, and she's just laughing hysterically. She's trying to get out. She's like crying, and she's like, "So this is how energetic you can be." And Izuku is horrified. He's like, "What the hell is this place?" You know. And then Sir Nighteye looks over at Izuku, and man, this man's gay as whoa! Which I gotta say is right now, I mentioned this before, but Sir Nighteye is voiced by J. Michael Tatum's boyfriend, or his, I think maybe husband. I don't know if they're engaged. I think they're at least engaged. But yeah, so and I gotta say, the dude's actually really good. I don't think I've heard him in any other anime does, but here in Hiroaka, and I don't know how much experience he has, but the dude, he's really good. I mean, I can already see the cringy Yaoi fan on Yaoi shit between Ida and Sir Nighteye because of their voice actors, which, ugh. But you know, whatever. I will say it was hilarious when I found out that the actual English voice actors for Asta and Noelle are getting engaged. If that shit does not become canon, people legit have a gripe. Anyway, so after that. Anyway, so after that, Izuku tries to make him laugh by he like literally styles up his hair a little bit. He's like, he wants me to make him laugh. I'll make him laugh. And then he does this All Might impression, you know, the smile and everything. We get the flashback that he apparently had been practicing All Might smile for years until he got to the eat this, you know, phase. And then he's like, ha ha. I am here! I love Justin Briders' impression of All Might, man. It's great. And then Sir Nighteye, and then by this point, Togata is in complete shock. He's like, and Sir Nighteye, like he's like horrified. Then we end the episode off with this. Sir Nighteye says, "What is this, boy? Are you ridiculing All Might?" And that's where the episode ends. It cuts right there to the ED. This episode, man, was fucking amazing, man. This episode was... Oh, man, it's so good to be talking about Hiroaka again, guys. I hope my reviews aren't always 30 minutes long like this one is, or damn near 40 minutes like this one. Hopefully next week we'll go back to my usual 20-minute long format, because I don't want my reviews to get that long. At least consistently, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna here, guys. Overall, I'm gonna give this episode a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. This episode was fucking amazing. A strong, I guess, real start to season 4. Overhaul is an amazing villain. Probably one of the best villain introductions I've seen for a long time. Probably not since I saw Yoshikage Kira like earlier this year with the whole "You can call me Yoshikage Kira." Yo, that one. I haven't seen a villain introduction that great since that one. And man, I can't wait to see more of Overhaul. I can't wait to see more of Togata. I can't wait to see more of Sir Nighteye. I can't wait to see my man Izuku grow some more. I can't wait to watch the season, man. It's gonna be fucking hype. So yeah, I'm gonna give this episode a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Flickr, and links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. Also, guys, tell me down below which gameplay you guys want me for my Hiroaka videos. Do you guys want me to just stick with Attack on Titan, or do you want me to go with Spyro on PS4? Tell me that down below. Anyway, see you next time.
She's